The Crowded Day was another overlooked British Christmas film that I discovered while creating the list for this series. And it's a movie that I had never heard of. I went in totally blind. And overall, I thought the movie was good. And and then there's this plot point that I can't even it just shocked me. That's all I can say. It follows several shop girls during the Christmas holiday seasons. There are multiple different storylines throughout, and it takes place in that pocket of post World War II England and just before the Beatles and all of that stuff just blew up. So we're looking at like the nougaty middle of post war, but pre all the Beatlemania that would take over. This movie was produced by Adelphi Films. From all that I have researched, it appears that they only made B movies, very subpar stuff. And so this was an attempt by them to try and make something akin to an A movie. And for what they were shooting for, I think they mostly succeeded. The movie looks pretty good for 1954. It doesn't really feel like a TV movie. It feels very much like it belongs in theaters. Most of the acting is solid, and really, it feels solid to the point of disposability, except for that one plot point. And I would say spoiler warning, but considering the fact that this movie was released in 1954, I think I'm pretty well safe. So, kind of a mild spoiler warning, but even still, I gotta talk about this. This storyline would never happen today. That's all I will say. And again, 1954, different time. But let me just tell you all what happens. This storyline follows one of the shop girls. Her name is Yvonne. She gets pregnant. She then contemplates suicide and even sneaks out strychnine pills in order to do it. And on her way home from the shop to do it, she is catcalled and called that S word that ends in LUT. And she is only saved by running into a church. And then by going into the church, she just completely bawls her eyes out. But that's enough to apparently stop her from doing it. And later she finds out that one of the shop men created a note saying, "The baby's mine. I want to marry you. I want to support you." Nice ending and all that, but wow. If there is one thing I've learned when doing research for this series, the 40s and 50s got away with a lot. A lot that would just never fly today. Like, if this movie were made today with that storyline, you would never hear the end of it on social media. Outside of that one shocking thing, though, the rest of the movie is just kind of there. That's all I can really say. Shocking stuff when it does happen, but wow, it's kind of mediocre.